Hello, welcome back to Easy Forex Strategy. In this video, I wanted to show you that you are trading the trend lines the wrong way, because some of you will realize that when you're trading the breakout of a trend line, you are just using the trend line alone. But in this video, I wanted to fix some of the things that you have been missing out trading the trend lines. So in this video, I wanted to show you that. So the first thing that you need to understand is that you need to understand the market structure. You need to understand market structure, and then number two, you need to understand the impulse and correction. If you understand these two things over here, you will understand how to draw trend lines properly, because I have seen a lot of people texting me that their trend lines don't even work at all. But today in this video, I'm going to fix that, even though I'm not going to fix it like all of it, but it's just like something that you need to understand before you can draw your trend lines properly. So the first thing that I see a lot of people, I think I have mentioned it in another video about trend lines, and if this is a repeated video, but I wanted to continue from that video. So as you can see, we have a breakout over here of a trend line, of this trend line. But the market, you will see that the market is likely to push lower and then stop you out if your stop loss was around this area here. Why is that happening? You might even ask yourself that question. But the only thing that you didn't see is that the market didn't even break this high here. If the market is breaking out the trend line like with a correction like this, the market is likely to push lower and aggressively. But if the market breaks this trend line here with a candlestick like this, it's likely to push higher, because it will correct like this and then push higher. Sometimes you will see those kind of patterns in this kind of format, where you see an impulse and a correction like this. The market breaks the trend line, start to correct here and then push higher. This will be considered as a trend line breakout. If you don't understand these two things, then trading this kind of thing will be very difficult for you. So consider when the trend line is being broken here, wait for a correction over here. And this move here should be very aggressive to the downside. But if not, then that means the market is likely to push higher, because we are still in a bullish trend. So that is why they say sell high or buy low. So in this kind of behavior here, sometimes I'll just look for a buy here. And this can get a little bit confusing, because you will see that sometimes you will see something like this. We have a move to the downside, and then we have a move like this. But because you are waiting for a breakout over here, the market just correct here in something like this, breaks your trend line, and someone is going to sell from here. And if you know the market structure, already know that this low here is not even broken yet. So that means the people who are selling from here are most likely to be stopped out like immediately. So as you can see, we have a correction and then the market push high, even if we have an impulse in this side. There's this kind of setup, it likes to happen. This kind of setup, it likes to happen a lot, and mostly on reversals. So let me try to find an example that shows this kind of thing here. Okay, let me show you like from here, because I've seen a lot of people like draw trend lines like in a messy way. We have a trend line like this. You sell here, the market come down, move higher, but if your stop loss is around here, maybe in something like this, maybe your stop loss is something like this, that's a huge stop loss. You are most likely to blow your account in the future. I won't even lie. So from here, we can see that we have a trend line that is broken, but why did the market push higher? Okay, let's say maybe you didn't see this one, you try this one too. This is not a breakout, because you will feel the pain when the market is doing something like this. Always try to sell around this area. Don't try to sell here. You are missing a lot of money in this area here. And we can clearly see that the market in this side is aggressive, even in this side is very aggressive. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this correctly, but I'm just trying my best just to show you what you can do to avoid this kind of breakout. Because right now, let's say you have a breakout here with this candle. Are you going to sell here? You already missed the move from the starting point. Always try to get into the market a little bit early, so that you can get a lot of pips. Like for example, even in this side here, we have a correction. So are you going to buy when this move is already there, or are you going to use a buy limit above this high? that means you already missed this move in this section of the market. So if you see something like this, just avoid it. Just avoid it, because the market can do something like this, go high and drop lower and start to correct very fast and then drop lower quickly. Like for instance, in this example, you have let's say you have a setup in this manner. Maybe you see your support and resistance. You have your support and resistance over here. You believe that the market is going to push higher like this. Yes, you might even catch a couple of more pips, but entering in this area here, let's say maybe your buy limit was above this high here, your stop loss around here, because they always tell you to put more pips and take 1:2 or something like this. That means you will be stopped out if you are holding this trade, because 1:2 like is very low, guys. Stop doing that at all. Stop doing it. At least try to enter at least around these areas here. But if you understand what I have been teaching you in the beginning of those videos, you'll understand that okay, right now, because we are in this kind of situation, we can find a demand zone over here. Let's see if we have a demand zone. Maybe, yeah, somewhere, maybe this one, and then this will be your confirmation candle happened here, confirmation candle. You can try to enter at the sniper around here. If you saw that this one here is your confirmation candle, this one here is your confirmation candle, that means when the market is trying to do something like this in this section, you can still try to put your buy limit order. Maybe it might be triggered here, it might be triggered here, and then you enter the market at this area long before even this breakout can even happen. There's no need to enter at the breakout. There is no need. I don't see any point if you understand the behavior of a correction. So you see, now it's 1:18. Even if we reduce it like maybe somewhere here, it's 1:13. That's a proper trade setup. So you need to fix entering at the breakout. That's the point of this video, because like, stop entering at the breakout, guys. Let me find another example. This one you could have missed it very easily. Let's find yeah, let me just show you from where's a proper and clean setup that I can show you an example at. Let me try the 1 hour. I wanted to show you like a clean one. Yeah, maybe this one is a clean one over here, but this one is very easy to trade. Maybe let's say you are looking at something like this. This is your bullish trend. Maybe this is your correction. You are predicting that the market is going to go higher. So are you going to wait for the market to give you candles that close outside of this trend line? Maybe with this candle here, because this one closed outside. There's no need for this kind of thing, the market to close outside of a trend line. Trend lines don't mean anything if you don't understand the price action, like what the candlesticks are telling you to do. And even in this case, if your zone was like this, there is no entry in this area, because the market traded below the zone before we can see this bullish candle here. That's how you can identify this. But if you look closely in this area here, you will see that there is a trade setup that you can take. Let me show you. Let me clear some of the things that I can, so that I can show you properly, because you already know this kind of move here. This is your impulse, this is your correction over here. Let me show you. I'll just remove this trend line for now so that I can explain properly. We have a demand, we have a demand zone, we have a bearish candle before a confirmation candle, and then we have a confirmation candle here. We have a confirmation candle over here, guys. And then right now, when you see something like this, you will have a lot of buy areas. Like you can enter here. Maybe let me just rewind and show you. We have a confirmation candle over here, and then right now we can enter here. This is your first entry level, this is your second one, and another one you can put it maybe below this level here. But because price closed with a bullish engulfing candle, it likes to come like in this, touch here, and then move higher. Because we want to reduce the risk, we are going to enter here. Even though we can miss a lot of entries from this side, we just enter, and then stop loss below the zone. So right now you will put your buy limit, let's say maybe around here, because you are like me, you don't want to lose money. And then let's wait and see. The market dropped lower, shoot lower, triggered this 3 entries, and right now the first target should be this high here. Always target like the previous high, and this trade is 1:10 very easily. So you can see, like, to catch those kind of entries is very easy. And then you can draw your trend lines like this. You are already in the trade already. already. So if we play back around this, and then for another take profits in this kind of market, you can target, just look at the side, you can target this high over here, which is going to be 1:21. Let's move forward and see. First target hit, and then you just wait for the second one to be hit if the market hit it. But if not, then that's how the market behaves. So let's wait and see, and then you are done. So I guess mostly, like when price is close to my take profit like this, I like to check this lows here. You can see that we have a low over here, we have a low over here again. I'll just move my stop loss here, and then we can see that the market dropped low aggressively with an impulse to take out this low. That means my trend is going to change. So that is why you can see that we have a bearish trend right now. So that's how you can get out of a trade before you can even lose it. But there's another way that you can let me say something like this. There's another way you can put your trade to break even. You don't just put your trade to break even just because you have entered it and it moved a little bit, maybe somewhere here. The market can still come and reach us that level and push higher. So that's the thing that you need to understand in this kind of behavior in the market. There's a lot of behaviors that I understand a lot, so I'm going to try to share them like one by one. So guys, I guess this is the end of the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel because there's more content like this one coming just to educate you guys for free. It's for free. Just click the subscribe button, bro, subscribe. Just click it. It's just going to change color like magic. Anyways guys, I'll see you on the next one.